Hello everyone, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. Today I have for you my Freebie Friday video on a Tuesday. And the reason is, I'm going to show you this little slideshow as we go along. I was at the Crop and Create Delivered card event online this weekend, and that's offered by the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. And it was 3 packed days of card making, and I love taking classes, I love learning, and I love sharing here on YouTube. And so that's what has kept me so busy. So busy, in fact, that I didn't get to editing any of my videos. So you're going to get a video every day this week as I get caught up on a backlog of my own work. So if you follow me, you know I offer 2 freebies a month, a cut file and a sketch. And so I've got both of those for you today. And if you're new here, maybe you'd like to subscribe so you don't miss my future Freebie Fridays. So let's go ahead and get started with that cut file. Here is the cut file I have for you this time around. It's a nice big frame that has lots of opportunity for backing. And notice that those extra words there are available to you to cut out in whatever papers you want to back your letters. Now, I didn't offer ones for the flowers because all of those flowers are hand-drawn and it would be a little time-consuming and complicated to do that. But of course, if you want to back the flowers, feel free. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I work with this style of cut file that has opportunities for backing and infilling various areas. As you can see me taking this cut file off the mat, it is a little bit delicate, so you do want to be careful. Plus my mat is extra sticky because I just refreshed the stickiness here. And you'll want to save those inner pieces for the R's, the O, the O's, and the P. In case you want to have the complete letter look. You could always discard those if you want the more outlined letter look. So I dislike backing cut files, which is interesting since I designed them. But what I like to do is design the backers pre-done for you. So you can set up a cutting mat like I have here and take your cutting pieces, in this case it's individual letters, and those are sized just right so that you can put them right behind your cut file, put a thin line of glue around the edges of your cut file, and then go ahead and glue those in place so you don't have to hand cut any of those pieces. Now, like I said, in this cut file, I just have the letters for you because each of those flowers are hand drawn, and in order to keep track of which flower backing would go with which flower would be a little bit of a nightmare. So I just provided the letters this time around. But I want to show you one other way that you can back these cut files, or rather infill these cut files. Now, I did provide you separate cutting pieces for the infills as well. So instead of going behind the letters, they will go inside of the outlines of the letters. And the reason I do that is because you can cut them out in whatever pattern papers you want. And that's kind of fun because you can then pop them up on foam dots and give them some dimension. But if you don't want to take any of those steps of the extra cutting and figuring out pattern papers, go ahead and take the guts from your letters like I have here and grab some inks, some blending brushes, whatever coloring mediums you appreciate, even Copics and such could work here. I'm going to go ahead and set these down on my paper, and we are going to give these an ombre coloring. I'm just going to use 2 colors of ink, and I'm going to blend these 2 colors together, and then I can go ahead and take these pieces and pop them right into my cut file. And again, I could also put them on foam dots and pop them up out of my cut file for lots more dimension. And I'm just working on a silicone mat here that I just picked up from Amazon, and it's a nice big one. And actually, after I filmed this video, I did cut it down because it's a little too big. But what's nice about the silicone is that it is slightly tacky, and I don't mean sticky in any way, I just mean it's grippy. And that helps hold the letters in place a little bit, and it really helps hold the ink cubes in place. So as I'm inking up with my blending brushes, things aren't slipping and sliding around on me. So I do really recommend a silicone mat if you've got that. I know there's so many blending surfaces out there, glass and nonstick craft mats and whatnot, but I am starting to dig this silicone. They do have a downside in that they tend to pick up a lot of dust and dirt and stuff, but I digress. I'll leave that for a future video. At any rate, you can see that I've got my cut file already pre-backed with all of the pattern papers I'm going to use, but I wanted to pop these in here to show you that you don't have to do that extra step of cutting fancy pattern papers. You can use ink and blending and make your own pretty infills for these cut files. Now I did finish off that layout, so here's a quick look at what that ended up looking like. I'm not doing a whole process video this time around, but I wanted to give you a look at how I finished off that layout. Let's go ahead and move into the free sketch. So here's the sketch for you this month, and all of these files are downloadable on my blog, and I will have plenty of links for you in the show description so you can find exactly what you're looking for. And I like to offer sketches because I'm a big fan of sketches, and sometimes people like to print them out and have them handy while they're working. And so I offer this both in a PSD file, which you can edit in Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. I also offer it in a PDF file so that you can print it out and have it next to you. And this sketch was what I used to create this layout, which is in a video I did last week called the Scrap Backwards video, so I will link you up to that as well. So I hope you enjoy these freebies. Again, they're all available on my blog. If you got something useful out of this video, I do appreciate a thumbs up because that does help my channel. And I appreciate you being here. Like I said in the beginning, I love taking classes and learning. And part of the reason why I started a YouTube channel is so that I can offer what I know so other people can enjoy learning as well. So thanks again for being here, and I hope you'll join me the rest of this week for the whole lineup of videos that I have for you.